don't know if you guys understood what I was doing there, but I wrote subscribe in case some of you guys didn't get it. Oh, come on, it washed it! Hey, what's up, lawn kids? Thanks for coming back another week. So today what it's going to be is a quick update on how the grass is doing here today. So before I show you anything, let's kind of refresh where we've been. So here's where we were in April. I did the seeding. You could see the lawn was green and it was a little bit thin. And then a couple weeks after that, I went ahead and dug out the weeds in this small area that I decided to treat organically. And then I've been taking pictures, so on and so forth. And now let's take a look at what it all looks like today. Okay, so here's the lawn as it looks today, present day. You can see it really needs watering pretty bad. This is really what I wanted to show you guys. You could see that it's really gone into a big summer dormancy period. And here's the area where I did a little bit of seeding just a couple months ago, and you can see that this area is holding up strong. In fact, the reason this area is so green compared to the other parts of the lawn that are dormant, it's because I've been watering this spot with a hose. I wanted to do a little bit of experimenting and do a little bit of deep watering in one spot. Just from that one watering I did about a couple weeks ago, you can see this spot is holding strong. And then of course we got some weeds in here. Here's some clover. You can see the blades look a little bit dead, but it's nothing major. I mean, it's something we can take care of. But that's mainly what I want to talk to you guys about today. Jake, is it okay to spray a selective herbicide in the middle of the summer? Well, you got to look at the conditions you got. Number one, do you have direct sun all day? Do you have heat? It's kind of a yes or no situation. So if your lawn is suffering from heat stress and you're having a lot of 90-degree days with no rain, definitely this herbicide will put more stress on it and it may cause some even discoloring. So this comes to another piece of criticism that I'm probably getting. Jake, why aren't you watering the lawn? It's just, we're a little tight here on the water bill, so I can't be watering the lawn all the time when I really want to. So I'm not saying that I'm not going to water it all this summer, I'm just saying right now. Maybe later in the summer I'll be able to get down the proper watering I need to do, but for now I'm just going to have to let it go through dormancy and do its thing. But hey, this doesn't restrict me from doing everything. If you want to treat weeds organically, you still can. You could hand pull them, do whatever you want. In this case, that's what I got against the pool over here. And what's cool about this is it's giving me a chance to review a product that I've been using for quite a while. And that is the, let me just show you. Let's see, where's it at? Okay, here it is. Alright. Okay guys, so this is the MagTorch MT450 Garden Torch Silver Edition. And I bought this at Home Depot about a year ago. I've been very happy with it. Of course, you guys can find it at Home Depot too, or if you want, I'll leave a link below. You could find it on Amazon. I'll leave that all linked below. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to try and weed whack these just a little bit lower. Not too low that we're not going to be able to burn it, but we want to weed whack it low enough to a point where we can burn it down to the root. Because if we don't weed whack these at all, if we don't prepare things right, we're just going to burn the top of the weed, or the canopy, so to speak, and we're not going to get any contact with the root system, and eventually it's going to grow back like 2 to 3 weeks later. So that's the first step. Now, burning weeds this way, it actually takes a long time. So that's one of the detriments to this thing, is how long it takes. It could take about a couple hours, but it's kind of relaxing in a way, kind of therapeutic. Let me ask you, are you enjoying yourself? Let me tell you, doing nothing but burning weeds, especially in the hot sun like this, can get really hot after a while. Remember, drink plenty of water. Alright, so for any of you experienced pyros who've probably owned one of these propane weed burners, will probably want to correct me on the way I'm holding it or the way I'm doing it, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm a newbie when it comes to this. This is actually the first time I tried it. If you've seen anything wrong in the video, don't hesitate to correct me in the comments to let me know for future outbreak. Either way, I will say that this thing does have a lot of benefits, especially when I started using it. First off, let's start with the design. I really like the design, how it's just one piece and it only involves one hand to hold. And that's a big thing in the comfort category, because now that you're thinking about it, it's actually going to take you a while to get those weeds burnt down to the ground. So if you're going to be using this tool for quite a while on the same weed, you want to be as comfortable as possible. And this thing, I give it about a 7 or an 8. It's pretty good. Except for when you have to have your neck down the whole time, look at the weeds you're trying to burn. It can really be stress on your neck, but hey, I'm guessing that's how it is with pretty much anything you do in lawns anyway, so we're going to leave that out. But either way, back to the design. I really like how it's designed to where you have the end where you can attach your propane adjuster, and then you have your Kickstarter, and of course you have your heat extractor, all in one rack. That's definitely a big win in the comfort category, especially when you're going to be spraying weeds for like 2 hours or so. Again, it depends on the condition, but again, it also makes for an easier operation, you see, because when you have a unit that has buttons all over the place scattered out, it's going to be kind of hard to get used to. This one, you can get used to right after the first try, trust me. Once you pick it up, it's like riding a bike, you'll never forget how to use it. It's that easy. However, when it comes to time consumption, this thing is not my favorite thing. You see, burning weeds with this thing, it actually takes a long time. Just for the weeds around my pool, it took me about an hour and a half on one tank to get just half around the pool, and the other half took me like another hour, so that's about 2 to 3 hours total. So I'm going to be honest, it takes a long time. But if you're looking for an organic option to kill the weeds and you don't mind the time consumption, then this unit will be fine for you. So again, the time consumption is not always going to be the same. You got to think of it this way. The time consumption depends on what conditions you're pushing it through. Like all the way from just crackweed to like a giant landscape cover, if you know what I'm talking about. Like if you go from small to big, you'll notice that the time will increase gradually at the bigger jobs you do with it. So would I recommend this for any commercial landscaping jobs? Of course not. But if you're a homeowner who has like crackweeds and like severe weeds all over the place and you're looking for an organic way to get rid of them, then I'd highly recommend this torch to you. I'll go ahead and link below in the description to some good quality propane burners as well as this exact propane burner itself. And so with all that being said, thank you for watching. I'm Jake the Lawn Kid. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.